Good morning and welcome. Welcome to my live stream, Fight CPS, with your host, Bob Pace. This is a live stream that you can interact and get help fighting CPS, hanging on to your children, or getting your children back. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a loving father and a husband. I have 43 years of marriage and 61 years of life skills. I've been working that long. And I've been fighting CPS for 15 years. I'm still fighting them to this date. It's a very hard thing, this CPS, which I call the Child Protection System. It's found in every county and every state, also found worldwide. This is a worldwide live stream, meaning that people from other countries are listening in. Anybody that has a problem with CPS or APS. Now, CPS stands for the Child Protection System. APS stands for Adult Protective System. Both of them deal with individuals that they're protected from neglect and abuse. Further, in CPS matters, they're supposed to do reunification because studies have found that the best parents to raise children are the biological parents. So emphasis should be put on to um, have family reunification. But a lot of you are faced because you're caught off guard by an entity that you don't know. That's one of the hardest things you can do is deal with the entity you don't know. It's one of those life skills that have not been talked about, and it should be presented to you. Life skills. Life skills is, I feel, very important in life. Life skills are things like how to stop bullying, how to talk to strangers, how to answer the phone. There's a lot of life skills. You go up, you got your dating when you're in high school. You have things like sex and drugs and alcohol and smoking. Lots of things that you need to go about, or how to do your taxes. One of the life skills is how to deal with a government entity. And I'm afraid that this government entity has gone rogue. Good morning, Jasmine Hawkins. And I'm glad you need help because that's why you're here, and that's why I'm here because I care about you. Now, I have some housekeeping rules here. I'm going to show you the first banner. I put up a banner that tells you about how to text a message to me. Should make it in a comment or a question about CPS or APS. Now, I didn't quite define APS. APS takes children from 18 and up and also deals with elder people. Because as you grow older, it's like the circle of life. Some people have big circles, some have small circles. We don't live forever. We like to. But as you get older, we get dependent again. In the beginning, we're dependent on parents to raise us, to take care of us. Well, in the end, we almost have to do the same. And some people age more than others. There's the biological age of the clock. That's for every year you're on Earth. But there's also another age, the age of how you feel and how you look. Now, when you do ask a question or comment, please state your first name, your city or state, your city or county, and your state. And if you're from outside the United States, please list your country. We have right now 24 countries that expressed interest in CPS. We've had Indonesia and Bangladesh. We've had over to the India. I can't forget India. So Then we go up to the Middle East, and we got Saudi Arabia, and we got Iran. Iran was the newest one just last week. They had text a message in. And then we got Libya. Then going over to the continent of Africa, we have Liberia. And then we have Sudan and Republic of Congo, Rwanda, and then Mozambique, and then the provinces of South Africa. Um, and then we go to Europe. We have the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, and then we have Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond in North America, we have Canada and its provinces. The United States and all 50 states have called in. And we uh, go further south to Mexico, and then down in South America, north of Brazil, the East Coast, Grenada. Then we go across the South Pacific to New Zealand and the land down under Australia and its states. So that's 24 countries. That's over 2,700 people. So that is a lot. There's no question about that. Now, that 2,700 people, one thing they all have in common, including myself, is they ran into a rogue CPS, agency that has gone bad. I'm afraid to tell you that 50% from my studies have shown that the CPS is bad. CPS is bad. That CPS is bad. So um, let me go ahead. We have some other comments here. Hi, Bartley. Welcome. Bartley is from Montana, has a case of getting her son back. She had a good visit a week ago, but she injured herself and she's recuperating. I hope your foot is getting better. I hope the bruises and all the pains are going away. And you, Jasmine, you say you need help with CPS. That's great. That's why I'm here. You're in Lancaster, California, so you're in LA County. LA County is a very horrible county. And yeah, Los Angeles County. Hello, Classical Mommy. Welcome back. What does it mean to file in 1983? Well, let me tell you what it is. I forgot where you're at, Mommy, too. Um, in 19, boy, 1983 is referencing a lawsuit under the government code of 42 USC. It's a federal civil rights lawsuit that allows individuals to sue state or local officials who violated their constitutional or federal rights while acting under the color of law. To file a 1983 claim, you typically need to complete a specific complaint form, provide a filing fee, and serve the documents on the defendant. You'll find the necessary forms instructions on the United States website. Um, basically a lawsuit that you're going to sue CPS for your violation not only of your constitutional rights, but your civil rights. It's when your constitutional or federal civil rights are violated. And that, you know, for instance, there could be police misconduct, excessive force, illegal searches, unlawful arrests, or inadequate treatment in jail. The claim can also be against a government actor who acted under the code of law. So, for instance, if someone committed perjury and lied in court, you can go after that social worker. They're not, what did you say, excused. So you need to get the forms. You need to complete the complaint. You can also file what's called a fee waiver fee if you're um, low income and cannot afford to pay for it. Then you submit and file the complaint, and you have to serve the defendants. But you really should seek legal advice. Legal advice is what you should do. Does that help you, Jasmine? And right now, I have an attorney. And speaking of a civil rights attorney, his name is Vincent W. Davis. He's shown on my screen on the right hand corner of my screen as you look at it. And he does civil lawsuits. Not only does he do CPS, uh, he's representing CPS, he's trained and educated in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. And, you know, he is a trial attorney. He has 39 years of fighting and getting children back. He's got back thousands of children. He once was a foster care himself. And his current retainer for LA County is approximately, don't hold me to this, $5,000. His hourly wage is $500, but it all depends on the complexity of the case and how long the case has been going on will determine the retainer and the hourly rate. But if you're going to file a case, Classical Mommy in Georgia, you got to file it in that state. You can't file it in California. I guess you could file a federal lawsuit. There we go. If you do a state, it has to be in Georgia. That's why you want to do a federal lawsuit. And I know that Georgia is bad in a lot of areas. So I'm so sorry that you encountered it. It's good to see you again, Classical Mommy. But Jasmine Hawkins, talk to me more. I will help you. And Bartley, is there anything you need to ask me today? Bartley is from Montana. Jasmine is from Lancaster, California, in LA County. And Classical Mommy is from Georgia, but she's moved. And I don't know where you are now. But anyway, I'm here to help. That's what I do here. Now, besides text me a message, you can also be a guest on my live stream. There's the banner for it. There's the banner for that. It'll be that live stream. I will, if you want, you pick one of my 14 shows. You can pick the uh, my Saturday morning show or my Friday night show or whatever. I'm on morning and night. Now I'm on at 10 o'clock Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. on the weekends. I'm on every night at 7 p.m. Certain times I have family commitments, so I may change those times, but that's my typical routine. The times are given on the West Coast time of California, which is called Pacific Standard Time. Mountain time, you're 1 hour ahead of me. Central time, you're 2 hours ahead of me. Eastern time, you're 3 hours ahead of me. And then, of course, United Kingdom, you're 8 hours. Europe, you're 9. Africa, you're 9. So those are general times there. So just email me at bobp@vincentwdavis.com, and then I'll get a hold of my show producer and put you on live. And it's great. I can take up 9 of you, and we can talk really easily about that. So please text me a message and be a guest. And it's really it is an easy thing to do there. Good morning, Victor. I have no idea where you're from, but welcome, Victor. Does CPS send investigators outside your home during an open case? Yes, they do. They'll send investigators to talk to family and friends, your school, where your children are at, places that you work and stuff. They do that to find out what kind of a person you are. So you got to be very careful that that when you get involved, and one of the first things you do is need to get a hold of an attorney. And I'm talking about a real attorney that's trained in the laws of juvenile law, family law, and dependency law, like Vincent W. Davis. Also, you don't want to talk to social workers. You don't let them in your home. You don't want to give up your children. It's very important you let them talk to your attorney. So, anyway, you can tell a heads up to your family and friends not to say anything, to hold off, because everything they say will be used against you, and they will twist and turn your case to make it look bad, Victor. It really is. Now, I don't know where you're from, but if you could tell me your location, that'd be great. All I need to know is the city and the county, or the county, and your state. Now, if you're outside the United States, that's great. I welcome you. All I need is your country. Of course, your city would help too. Now, classical mommy from Georgia, who's moved to another state, says to Victor, they will prey on your family any chance they get. That's true. That's true. They are really a bad, bad entity. There's no question about that. Anyway, this is pretty much how the room is working. I'm going to put my phone number up. It's important that you can call me because I will take live phone calls. My number is 626-698-0990. That's my work number. It's a private line on my phone. And my line I use Vonage. It's a streaming phone application that I use. Yeah, my phone is on, and good morning and welcome to the live stream. Who do I have the pleasure of talking to? Yeah, hey Bartley, let me turn you up here. I can hear you now. Oh, it's always one of those things you start this show and you've been doing it for so long. It's kind of like I try to get excited because I know I'm going to meet new people and help people. I have already met some new people this morning, and I meet some old people like Classica Mommy from Georgia. Victor's new. We don't know where he's from, but people want to help him. Jasmine is new. She's from Lancaster, California, in LA County. And of course, Bartley, you've been here forever. And so um, I'm glad to see you. So, how's that foot of yours? Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not broken. Hopefully it's not broken. Right. You may have to get an ankle cast. Question for you. Is there any way you can turn your volume up? Because I can barely hear you. Try that again. Yeah, that's much, much better. You may have to use your speakerphone. I don't know, but that's much, much better. It's not that I can't hear you, it's my audience. They will, especially we have that guy, what's his name, from New York. I always forget his name. Anyway, no, no, it's not him. It's the guy with the political flag, the elephant, and he's like both or something. Anyway, I think his name is Randy. I don't know. He's from New York. He has a brother in Virginia. Um, yeah, you can do that, and also on top of that, and again, he's so young. I don't know what public school he's going to. Is he going to preppy kindergarten? Well, I thought kindergarten starts at 6. How old is your son? I know that, but I thought it started at age 6. I thought it started at age 6. Yeah, yeah. Not, I don't think winterization is important in there.
Okay,
I
now
think,
what about if they decide to be jerks? I want to bring up that how the system has broke my son's leg, right?
well, that's a whole separate issue. And okay, what is this court hearing for? What is the purpose of the court hearing?
Okay, this is the one I asked for instead of because they don't want to do a 388 motion up here, okay?
Okay.
They said we can ask for a status hearing, so this is what we got. But it says on the email that I received, status hearing, and it's titled abuse and neglect. And there knows no abuse or neglect.
Well, that's fine. You can talk about that, but you don't need to bring up about his leg being broken. That's a whole separate issue.
Okay, so I'm just gonna want to basically make the email so that she knows that I'm innocent. I want family reunification.
Well, who's this to? Who's this to?
My public defender.
All right. You could start off by saying, I understand you're my public defender, and I want you to defend me because I'm not guilty. I want to do family reunification, and I want you to know that you can let the judge know I'll follow his court, his plan, his court plan, whatever the judge can do. And lastly, you want to do as much visitation as possible.
Okay. Well, because she did say on this date we can ask for my son to be returned to my care.
Yes, you could do that too. You could do that too.
They're still be in the picture for a bit, you think so?
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'll just be so grateful that he's home, He's so thrilling.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I just want to make sure I knew what I was writing, and I'm not trying to tell her how to do her job,
Well, no, and again, if she's not performing, you don't have to bring that up. If she's not performing, you need to reemphasize that you work for me, you defend me, and I'm counting on you to defend me. Because if you don't, then I will file. So you don't need to say that unless they're not performing. If she hasn't done anything or not listened to you, then you can mention about not performing.
Okay, yeah, because I did get that paperwork and I called them, but I haven't said nothing further about it. I don't want to do that to her if I don't have to, but if it comes to my son where he's going to be, yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, I just want to make sure what I was doing.
Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Hello, Jessica.
Hello, Bob.
Yes.
There's, yes, I can hear you. Desiree is on with me. Can I transfer the phone call?
Well, wait. Before you do, I'm on the phone with another person from my room, so you need to tell Desiree to call me after the other person is off. If she's listening to my live stream, tell her to tune into my live stream. That I will take her call, but I can only talk to one person at once.
Okay, I will not.
Yeah, and Jessica, the other day when you called me, I don't take calls only during my show time. I don't take calls anymore during the daytime or other times because you had called me twice before about other calls. So I can only take calls during my show time. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Jessica. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Bartley, I had a call. That was my reception at my office trying to put a call into me called Desiree, who has been on the show before, but she'll have to wait her turn. I do know that I have two phone numbers up here. The phone number you need to call in is 626-698-0990. The other number, the 888-888-6582, is the law offices of Vincent W. Davis. You'll reach reception, which is okay, but I can only talk to one person at a time. That's why it's best to do what's called being a guest on my live stream, because I can take up 9 of you at one time. but the phone calls I can do one at a time. So Desiree, if you're listening to me, I've not ignored you. I will help you, but I can only talk to one person at a time. And I have Bartley from Montana on the phone talking about our upcoming case. Now, Tessa French, you've been here before. Hey, good news, Tessa says. My attorney says they don't have grounds for removal. Well, that is good news. I'm glad to hear that, Tessa. That is really good news. Thank you for sharing that. I'm still trying to find out where Victor is calling from. Victor, if you can tell me what country or if he's somewhere in the States or stuff. Right now, we have Bartley on the phone. Continue, Bartley, with your questions.
Okay. I think I have it pretty good. What you gave me some sample ideas that I wrote it down. How I will word it, and just send her the email. Sorry, my throat. And send her an email today, and I just want to make sure I don't need to have any witnesses or anything for this to make it happen.
Well, are they making a determination about something? If they're making a determination about something, you will need a witness.
Okay, so I should have my friend come.
Yes, if they're making a determination. And you got to make sure you let your attorney know that you have a witness who's your friend. What is your friend going to do? Do a character witness or what? Or were they observed?
Yes.
Did they observe the scene, how it happened, or something?
No, actually, she works at a little store out here, and I've known her from the store. And when all this happened, I knew she was a woman of God, and I went and talked to her. And she's been here since seeing the declutter process and what it's done to me and how it's affecting my son and everything and me. And so she's been here and can talk on my behalf because nobody else is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. Now, Tessa French, if you're listening, I forgot where you live, so you need to tell me. Desiree, I can't answer the call right now. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hello, Desiree.
Hello, how are you, Bob?
Pretty good. I can only talk to one person at a time. I have Bartley from Montana on the phone. I told Jessica, my reception, to give you that information. So you can call me in a few minutes when Bartley signs off, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Okay, I'm back, Bartley. I'm back. I'm sorry. That was Desiree trying to call in. Okay. Now we have Debbie Anderson, who said hello to Classical Mommy. But Debbie Anderson, where are you from? Victor, where are you from? And Tessa, you need to tell me again. I think Tessa's from San Diego. I could be wrong. She might be from Northern California, from Fairview. I don't know. I can't remember everybody. Go on, Bartley. Go on, please.
I think that's about it, Bob. I mean, I'm going to say at the end, like you said, I'll do whatever the judge orders. And
right.
As far as I know, that's the parenting classes that I just received that paperwork last week, but it was dated June 3rd of this year.
Well, did that come from the court or did that come from the social worker?
The social worker handed it to me, but it was dated stamped from the clerk's office June 3rd of this year. I just got it right before I broke my leg, so maybe 10 days ago.
Yeah, well, I don't understand. Is it ordered by the court? When you say it's stamped by the clerk, I don't understand.
I don't think it was, but
well, then you need to tell your attorney. You need a clarification. You need to have your attorney ask the judge a clarification on this order. Clarification on this order.
Clarification.
Right.
On this order. Okay. Now, also, I want to know, if when we're in the courtroom, if I want to say something, do I have the right to say something, or do I have to just let her speak?
You have to let your attorney speak. You don't really talk in court unless the judge asks you to.
Okay.
So you can ask your court-appointed attorney that you want to address the court. Okay, you need to tell her ahead of time what you want to address the court about.
Okay. Well, we want to address the court. and let you go so that way I can get this done after my doctor appointment this afternoon, and I'll get some assistance as well.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for calling in. And I will get Desiree next. Yeah, I'll get Desiree next.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. That was Bartley from Montana who called in. And we're going to have that girl that called in, Desiree, that twice has called in, and see what she would like to talk about. I'm going to give her a call right now. I'm calling Desiree right now. Hello, Desiree. This is Bob Pace for the live stream. You had wanted to talk to me. Bartley had gone ahead and signed off. So, how can I help you?
Okay, so my public defender
Okay.
has filed paperwork on my behalf without contacting me when I have been trying to contact her and given her ammo, basically, for my case because, the dates are a little bit like a day off, but like I have given them 200%. My JV 180 got denied. Dad was there with a drug dealer. I got upset, and she mentioned that in the email, and I was like, well, whose side are you supposed to be on, though, bro? You know what I mean? Like, no.
Well, okay.
So,
First of all,
they are going to terminate my right to my son.
well, hold on, Desiree. Desiree, I need to start from the beginning because I don't remember your case that much. All right.
Oh, I'm the one with the 3 baby daddy.
Okay. All right. And there's so many cases, so I apologize. So you have 3 children with 3 different fathers. 4 children. Okay. And where are you located? I forgot, Desiree. Okay, you're from California and you're in Orange County Child Protection Services. Okay.
No. I live in Orange County, but my case is going on 3rd of October in Riverside County, Indio, California.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you're in Riverside County. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, so like that is. So what your attorney filed, what did she file? What did she file?
I sent it to Davison, and she filed, let me look at it right now.
Why did you send him to Vince Davis? Is he your attorney now? Have you retained him?
I'm going to hire him because I just got approved for my VA appointed fiduciary to be dismissed. Now I can handle my own finances.
Okay. All right. When you talk to Vincent Davis, make sure you tell him that I've helped you and that I'm going to try to get Vincent Davis to take on your case. So you need to tell him that I am helping you now. The thing that she filed, is it a motion? Is it an order? What did she file?
She emailed it to me. She said on Friday. So here, let me look at it right now. Hold on. Okay, she filed a personal and confidential, and then it has the case number, and then it has the hearing, and it says a reminder that a hearing is scheduled for October 3rd at 8 a.m. in Department 1A. This hearing is the hearing to terminate parental rights, period. And then it says, I attached a copy of the notice that was sent by the court regarding the hearing. I also attached the report that was prepared and filed in regards to the upcoming hearing. I'm like, I don't understand.
Well, he's rebuting. He should be rebuting your termination of parental rights. He should have an argument before the court that your rights should not be terminated.
I know, and I don't know how to do that.
Well, wait a minute. What is it a motion or is it an order or is it a statement? I mean, what does he say? What does it say?
JB 180, which was heard before the judge, Judge Cho, on September 9th. And Judge Cho like shook her head. She didn't even know what to think. She just like was like, I don't know what to do right now. Okay, I'm like, that's real unprofessional. Why is he here for though? Like, why is the dad here for? And the drug dealer's outside waiting for him. Okay, like what are you guys doing here? And then so she filed that JV 180 on September 9th. She denied it for all reasons she stated on the record. And I don't have any of the social workers' records. And social worker, she's going down a little bit. She messed up big time. So, and it also says I am attaching a copy of the minute order. Despite all the progress you have made, the judge did not believe that you had shown changed circumstances.
That's negative.
Judge?
Now.
Yeah, judge indicated that my situation was still changing and that she didn't believe that it was in the best interest of my baby boy to provide me with reunification services or increased visitation. That's bullshit.
Oh, okay. First of all, please don't use profanity on my show. Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
That's right. We have to be. I have the federal communication thing watching your show, and so I don't want to be shut down. All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about a juvenile court JV 180 form.
Okay.
It provides new evidence or facts to demonstrate how changing the order is in the child's best interest. So why would your attorney want to change the order that's right now in place? Like, what is the order right now? Is the order right now the termination of parental rights? What is the order by the court? Okay, so he's helping you. He wants
reunification
too. He wants to stop the termination of your rights. That's why he filed the JV 180. He wants family reunification. So he's fighting for you. So what's wrong with that?
Who's fighting for me?
Okay, your court appointed attorney.
No, she's not. No, she's not. I told her.
Why did she file a JV 180 to fight the termination of your parental rights and do family reunification? Why'd you file the form then?
Because when I had visited my son the last time in person, only get to visit him once a month, they said. And I drive 3 hours out there, and me and my dog, and she gets out, my dog gets out. She's from the VA appointed. And then the social worker disrupted my reunification, and it wasn't even that long. And I brought presents because I missed out on his first birthday, but the dad was able to see him on his first birthday. So I brought, his first Hot Wheels and stuff like that, and I put everything together like nicely, and I was so excited to see him that as soon as I got there, she kept telling my dog loudly, "No, stop, sit, Dad." I'm like, "She's coming anywhere." I'm like, "Dude, I understand that you don't like dogs, okay?"
Well, first of all, if you're going to have visitation, you cannot have animals at the visitation. You can't have pets. You can't. Okay, when you say she's a service, is she helping you? Is that why she was there? Okay, I did not know that. So what you can do is put your service animal not right with you, but maybe close by. Is that a possibility? Okay, you understand. You don't understand. You're dealing with, okay, you're trying to argue with me, and I'm not the person that's going to help you. I'm going to explain it to you, but the problem being is that they're not your friend. They want money. In order to get money, they have to keep your child in custody. That's why they're doing all this. That's why they're doing all this. And you can't talk about the father because that's a separate issue. That's up to the court and your ex, whatever he was to you, ex partner, whatever he was to you. I know that. I know there's a lot of things not right, but you have to understand they're corrupt. The people in Riverside County are corrupt. So you're dealing with very corrupt people. And so
that's why And I
Well,
want to hire you guys to help me.
we would love that,
I want,
but
I want
it's very,
Vincent and I want Gail
I know,
too.
but it's going to take a lot of money. That's the problem. And,
I don't care about money.
oh,
I don't
okay.
care about.
All
I'll take
right.
a risk.
Okay. But, um, anyway,
How much Vincent
if you
being
have the
hiring?
money, you need to contact Vincent Davis at 888-888-6582 and tell him you want to hire
Okay.
him. You want to hire
Okay.
him, and make sure you tell the office when you call in that um, that Bob Pace sent you, and that when you talk to Vincent Davis, you tell him that you want to hire him.
Okay.
And then from
Okay.
there, he'll tell you his retainer and how much an hour he charges. Okay.
Okay.
He
Gotcha.
will work with you. He's one of those people.
Thank you. You guys, this is a case you guys will win, and it might change a lot. Because I'm a Capricorn, and I know what I'm doing, and I know right now that this case right here is worth fighting for.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, my daughter's going to be 18, and I requested for family reunification for my baby boy, who's 1, to reunify with his other brother and sister. They put that on paper. It's pending. So I'm like, okay, well, thank you for that. Because since you guys want to play me dirty, at least I have my plan B. I want his sister and his brother to know him. Because my job as a mother is to keep my family together, not keep them separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I have to get to court in Anaheim right now, but I will call you back when I'm done,
Okay.
and I'll contact
Now,
Vincent.
you can talk to me during my show hours. I no longer can do calls before my show or after my show. So I'm
Okay.
only available during my show time. Okay? And good
Okay,
luck
Bob.
with your
Thank
case
you very much.
in Anaheim. Good luck with your case, and God bless you. And thank you for calling in, Desiree, from
Yes, God bless you
Santa
too, Bob.
Ana, who has a case in
Okay,
Riverside.
bye-bye.
Bye bye. Okay. That was Desiree from who lives in Santa Ana, but has a CPS case in Riverside County. She has 4 children, and she's calling. Okay, we got someone else in here.
Please leave your message for 925-525-5805.
Yeah, hello. Um, the person just called me, Victor Casco. Um, hold on. Hello. Oh. Victor,
Hello.
are you Victor? Hello.
Can you
Who?
hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't know who I'm talking to. This is Bob Pace with the live stream, CPS live stream. Who am I talking to?
Hello?
Yeah. Hi, you just called me. And again, this is Bob Pace with the live stream. How can I help you?
Hi, yes. I reside here in Contra Costa County, California.
Okay,
And
so you
one of
must
my
be Are you, let me see on my show here. Let me see. Are you Emily Perez? Are you Emily Perez? Hello? I'm having a hard. Are you Emily Perez?
Yes.
Okay, you just text me in my call. I had a call from this number, and the number showed Victor um, Casco. Who? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay.
It's just a telephone number, that's why.
Oh, you're taking care of a little one right now. I hear you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Is
Okay.
Victor Casco your partner?
Yes, I was in his old email account, and but we're now we're not together. And the reason why the phone his name pops up because I'm paying my own phone bill, but I opened the account under his name, and I don't have time to change the number.
That's fine. That is fine. Victor, is this a newborn baby that you're talking about, or is there another child involved?
It's my first child. The reason why he got taken away was because I had opened a case with a Kaiser counselors about a first domestic violence argument, and it was back in April. And then I called the police on him after a second argument where he pushed me, and the police got involved, and he got taken to jail. Then after that, I went to a shelter, and there I had helped and called CPS to open the case. But then I didn't close the case, and I went back with my ex-partner around June because I left the shelter and I was fighting for child custody and restraining order. And from there, I ended up trying to get back with him, start playing with parenting classes, domestic violence. I was already taking those, and he was trying to start anger management. But the thing was that I didn't close the case with CPS, and I hadn't told them about my case plan. So the first caseworker came with a judge appointed removal. And since June, that's when the child was recently got removed. And from then, now I'm just fighting in court. I have two-day visitations. My mom is taking supervised visitations, and I filed a restraining order against him back in August, like August 6th. So I haven't had any contact with him because when the child got removed, we decided to go on our own ways. And um, because of what I had told CPS and what the first kid worker told him about what I had said, he said that I know he that close me to stress and harm and affect their child. They're really that as long as like we gain custody, it's okay. He will just keep his distance. But now I'm trying to ask the other question if they can stop me because in court I said that because I also did marijuana before giving birth to my second child, and they're asking me where did I get it, and I said a friend, and he gifted it to me, and so right now I'm trying to see if they close this case with my second child. We came to the home, we didn't see any of his belongings there because I moved back in with my parents. And in court, they just keep asking me questions about my past with him. And I guess that fear was if I get back with him. But right now, that's not the plan, is to get my kids back. And the restraining order is put up for 3 years. And the other thing is I'm trying to file my new son into the restraining order. Man, the reason why the first child got taken away was because of failure to drive. I had missed some appointments back in October to December was because I had moved in with my ex-partner, and that was the first time trying to build a home. And from this year, starting from 2024. And during my pregnancy, I was living with my parents, and after that, I was living with my parents until the baby was 1 year old.
32.
Okay,
So,
I guess you have more than one child. So you have two children, and some mistakes you made
now I
on your
do.
part is that you went back with your partner, which is a big mistake. You never want to go back. If you have a restraining order, you don't go back. You keep hoping, like all these people are desperate, I guess, that you can make things change, but he's not going to change. He's detrimental. That's why your kids are taken away from you, because you're neglecting them, because you're not protecting them. You need to protect your children, but not have an environment that is unsafe for him, for your children. Also, you're not supposed to have any more children um, if you're in an open CPS case. So, did you have a case? Your first child, was it open, and you had your second child during that time?
I was pregnant. I was pregnant for my second child, and basically the first he got removed from this year, this past June, the end of June, because I had.
So you were pregnant. You were pregnant before you got involved with CPS, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have two children, and the child I heard in the background, is that your second born?
Yeah.
Okay, you say you don't have custody, but I heard a child. Is he in your custody?
Yes, he's under my custody. His case is still open, but they did the home visitation. They said everything was well, but they've been calling all the counselors.
You're going to have to put up with them because they want to make money. It's a money-making business. You got to be very professional with them. You should only talk to your attorney. You should not talk to CPS without your attorney present. Now, do you have a court-appointed attorney?
No, I have my own attorney.
All right. You need to explain to CPS that you can only talk when your attorney's present. By law, anytime people are involved with a legal matter, through all facets of the legal matter, they're entitled to have an attorney present. So you very nicely tell them that you'll meet with them when your attorney and you can meet. But you don't want to meet CPS alone.
Yes, because I've been going to the meetings with the caseworker alone, and on the MFT meeting, they told my lawyer she wasn't required to be there.
Who said they weren't required?
My caseworker.
Well, sure, they're not required because they don't want the attorney there because the attorney will speak up. You're helpless because you're letting CPS run your life. You don't have to talk to them. There's no law that says you have to talk to a CPS worker or meet with a CPS worker or open your home to a CPS worker. And that's the mistake.
That's what I did, and then my child got removed because of that reason. I didn't open the door for them.
Well, did you speak to them through the closed door?
No.
How did they remove your children? How did they remove your children if you didn't open the door?
With the judge appointed, because they came with
a warrant.
Basically to remove the child.
They came with a warrant. Okay, all right, that's different. I didn't hear that part. So that's one reason they can take your child with a warrant. Now, what did your attorney say you're supposed to do? What does your attorney tell you to do?
My attorney is just learning about the law because she was my first family court lawyer, and she said she was going to take my case, but she didn't briefly explain to me that she was new to the CPS case, so now she's just learning as much as I'm learning as well.
Okay. So you're still in the beginning stages. Is there a plan ordered by the judge? Did the judge order you a plan to take parenting classes? Is there a plan that's been ordered by the judge?
Can you repeat that, please?
Is there a plan that's been ordered by the judge? Is there a plan?
Yes, right now we're going to family reunification, but they wanted to extend the night visitations because I've been doing going to their place with one of their supervisors during the visitations with their supervision. Now it's with my mom's supervision, and they were trying to do a night visitation at my home for a period of 3 months, and then they were going to see if they close the case after that, where they can feel comfortable to return my son back home. But the problem is right now, or the thing is, I'm pleading to return my son now, and that's why I have testified in court, because about my past and everything, and they brought all these questions up, but they don't want to do medical questions, so I don't understand what their plan might be, or it all just depends on the judge at this point.
What is your attorney telling you to do?
My attorney said it was good to wait, but I'm telling her I did not want to wait. I want to. We filed for to say no. We don't want the children. Well, we don't want the night visitations. It's too long. It's 3 months, and we want him to come back home now. I'm doing everything they asked me to do.
Well, here's the problem. They're going to want to milk you more money from you. They make $20,000 per child per month in California. So they want to drag it on because they want the money. I know that's not what you want to hear, Emily. I know that's not what you want to hear. Now, we have, is it pronounced Amy or Emily? E-I-M-Y? Amy?
It's Amy.
Amy. Okay. Yes. We have Amy from Shasta, California here, Shasta Costa County, who has a case involving her one child. Somehow she's able to keep her second child. When is your next court date?
The reason why I'm able to keep my second child is because I moved out of my ex-partner's home, and because of the restraining order being in place, and I'm basically living with my parents right now.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah. I had to move and act fast because the caseworker, he's trying to work with me, but like you say, don't trust case workers. But at the same time, he was like, it's best if you do and take that action and move back with your parents, because they're in the support system, and your mom is a stay-at-home mom, and she helps you as well.
Well, that is good news. That's good news.
Yes, and so what they're saying is that the caseworker is saying that he's trying to work on bringing my first son back home, but the lawyers and the ones appointed to my son, they're just saying, well, give us a little more time. We want to see how she's working. At first, they wanted to make the excuse of, I'm being a new mom again, to give me time, and then it will help me. But then also, they have put my son in preschool, so I'm like, he is not getting the care that he needs. It's not like him being at home, and because the allegations of me saying that his family was a threat to me, they didn't trust my mom and getting my first son under her foster care.
Okay. It's the hardest thing to deal with is time. Time is not something you enjoy. You want it to happen now. So I'm very, very sorry for what you're going through.
Thank you. And the next court is in 2 weeks from now, and that's where they're gonna. My lawyer asked if she could have the caseworker testify, and they're gonna have a mom testify.
Okay. Well, you got to be very careful. Do what your attorney tells you to do. You got to be very, very careful about that.
Yes, because they asked me if I had any contact with him on social media, and they just want to know if I had any contact. And right now, it's like if I ever do, or because he hasn't asked me to see the new baby or anything, he's been keeping a distance. But I have some thoughts of like, I would wish he could see him, but
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know
no, no,
how
because you
risky would
need,
that be.
that is so risky. You don't, I know a baby should see both people, but your relationship with him has to be worked out first. It's something that he brought on himself. You have a restraining order against him, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. You need to follow that. If you don't follow that, they will take your child away because you're being negligent, because you're allowing him in your child's life. And right now they don't want that. He has his own separate case. He has to fight his own his own demons. He has to fight that.
Yeah. It's like a big monster. It's like
Well,
I
it
don't know
is.
because
It's
it's
like
really
you're
like my.
surprised that people end up doing what they do. It really is surprising.
Yes, I will keep going with my classes and counseling and doing what I can. I'm going to my urine test, everything I can. And, um, at the end of it, thank you so much for your advice. I just needed the
It's okay.
reassurance,
It's
and
okay. You know.
I'm glad I made this call with you.
Yeah. I'm glad you did too, because you have to follow what your excuse me, what your attorney you hired, you need to follow them, and you need to follow what the judge says. You need to follow what the judge says. You can't fight the judge because the judge is the person that makes the determination. He's the only person, they don't have a jury trial. They don't have a jury trial. So the judge, he's going to make the decision one way or another, and it may be good or bad. But as you follow what your attorney is telling you, and you have an attorney fighting for your rights, you're in good shape. You're in good shape. And you got to think about what's the best for the child. I know that one day maybe the father gets cured of his anger management, he can see the child again. But he's got to do that by fighting the courts and doing it himself. You can't help him. He's on his own. He's got to take care of himself.
Yes,
Does that
and he
make
hasn't shown up
sense?
to any
Yeah.
court.
Yeah, does
Yes,
that
that
make
makes sense.
sense? I mean, I'm not.
Yes, thank you. I will keep doing what I'm doing because right now I'm in the right path and I'm so close to getting him back.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
your help.
well, I'm glad that I can help you. I know it is kind of hard. It is kind of hard. Um, so I
Yes, I
want
just
you to
have
know
that
that
in
you
my
can
mind
call
that,
in.
it's not
You
hard.
can call in at any time you want to talk to me about because I'm available for you to talk to me. Okay.
Yes, I'll talk to you about anything. Thank you. Thank you for creating the safe space for us.
Yeah. Well, I really care, and if there's something I can do to help you, I will. I will. I really do care.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
You
Well,
have a good day.
thank you for calling in, Amy. Thank you very, very much. God bless you.
Yes,
All right.
thank you. God bless you
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye.
Okay. We just spoken to a mother of two children, Amy, um, and she has um, uh, she's in Costa County in California, fighting a case, and I'm really glad that she has an attorney. Hello there, Rocky. Good to see you. Judges mostly make bad decisions, especially in bench trials. I agree with you, Rocky. Uh, Judges, are supposed to be referees. They're not supposed to take one side or another side. If you notice, like in a football game, you have these guys in black and white stripes. They're referees. Well, a judge has a robe on. He is the only one in child protection cases that'll decide the fate of your family and you and your children. Sad, but these judges are uh, elected by us, and we don't take judges seriously. We allow our people to pick the judges based on if you like the name or you like their background or where the case may be. we got to be very careful. And in November, there'll be special elections for judges. So you make sure you go out and vote and get the right kind of judge. You do. So, no, they're not appointed in CPS matters. Um, if there's something like a shortage, maybe they are appointed, but they're elected. They're elected in CPS matters. There's two kinds of judges, appointed judges and other kind of judges. Now, the President of the United States appoints judges, but they have to be approved by Congress. So I think that if you have an appointed judge, I think they have to be approved. I don't think they could just be arbitrarily put into power. Now, maybe circuit court judges are appointed. This isn't about circuit court. This is about child protection system court, dependency court. That's what we're talking about, Rocky. I don't want to digress into other areas. I want to keep focus on the child protection system. All right, so we had Emily, who just recently talked in about her case. We also had Tessa French call in about her case too. And I have Debbie Anderson, but I don't know where you're from, Debbie. You said that you have a real good friend that's been drafted a letter that'll go to TFI and all lawyers. Who is TFI? I don't know what TFI stands for. I don't know what TFI stands for. Debbie Anderson, if you're still there. And Classical Mommy, I'm glad that you're in my room. And I'm glad that you're here to help out. Now, Victor Casco actually is Emmy Perez. She's using the old number from Victor Casco. So she is not. She has a restraining order against her. So Victor Casco was not in the room. And Classical Mommy's in Georgia. And then we had Jasmine Hawkins in Lancaster, California. And we had Bartley from Monterey. And my time has gone way over. I wasn't watching my. And so I have to go right now. So I want to thank you all for coming into my room. God bless you all. And this is going to be Bob Pace signing off. Don't forget to keep fighting for your children. Don't forget to do so. There'll be a brief video that will follow my show. And I'll be on again tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a great afternoon.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last ones left. Put your faith